Okay, children, let's see how to multiply a decimal with multiplication of decimal by 10, 100, 1000, etc. I mean, when you are multiplying a decimal by some power of 10, it may be 10 power 1 or 10 power 2 or 10 power 3 or 10 power 4. When you are multiplying a decimal, some positive integral power of 10, then the decimal part is shifted to the right by as many digits as there are zeros in the multiplier. Based on these conditions, we can multiply decimals by some positive integral power of 10. Let's see this concept with the help of example. Now see repeating one example now. Suppose 157.241 into 100. Yes. What we are doing here? We are multiplying a decimal by 100. We are multiplying a decimal by some positive integral power of 10. 10 power 2 we can write. Yes. When you are multiplying a decimal positive power of 10, or when you are multiplying a decimal with 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 like that. So what will happen? Decimal point will shift it to right side. Sir, how many digits we have shift right side? How many places we can shift right side? Now in that 100 we can see how many zeros? 2 zeros. Yes, I can see 2 zeros. Now decimal point is shifted to 2 places right side. So decimal point 1, 2. Here you can see 2 zeros. Because of that, decimal point is shifted to 2 places after right side. Right side after 2 places after 2 digits, we need to shift the decimal point. Now tell me what is the result? 15724. Decimal point is shifted to right side after 2 places. The reason is here you can see 2 zeros. Sir, if it has 3 zeros, point we have to shift right side after 3 digits. Sir, 1 0, point we have to shift right side after 1 digit. Yes, here 2 zeros are there. Now point is shifted right side after 2 digits. Point 1. That's all. Directly correct answer without any multiplication. Let me see one more example. Second example, 7492.61 into 10. Yes. How can I multiply this decimal with 10? In that 10 I can see only 1 0. I can see only 1 0. So decimal point is shifted to right side after 1 digit. After 1 digit. Here I can see 1 0 now. Shifted to right side after only 1 digit. Yes. How can I write now? 74926. Because of this 1 0, decimal point is shifted right side, that too after 1 digit. 1 0 no, after 1 digit. 3 zeros after 3 digits. Point 1. Yes, that is the way you can multiply. Let me take one more example. Yes, 957.2 into this. I want to multiply with 1000. Yes, tell me how can I multiply with 1000 now? Yes, here you can see 3 zeros. So decimal point is shifted to after 3 digits. After 3 digits, right side. Here you can see 3 zeros. Decimal point is shifted to right side after 3 digits. So right side I can see only 1 digit, no more. Yes, we can keep zeros if you want. How many I want? 2 zeros. So that I can see 3 digits after decimal. Yes, here you can see 3 zeros. Decimal point is shifted to right side after 3 digits. Sir, is there no change by keeping zeros? Yes, at most right side by keeping the zeros in the decimal part, there is no change in the value. Yes. Now 3 zeros are there. Decimal point is shifted to right side after 3 digits. After 3 digits. 957200. Yes. Decimal point is shifted to right side after 3 digits. Point. If there is no decimal point, you can keep 0. That is the way we can multiply a decimal with positive power of 10. As many zeros are there, count the number of zeros. Number of zeros 2. So in the result, decimal point is shifted to right side after 2 digits because of 2 zeros. If you have only 1 0, decimal point is shifted to after 1 digit. Hope you understood. Okay, children. Now see exercise 2.6. First bit, they are asking find 211.02 into 4. 2 2.71 into 5, 2 into 0.86. What we are doing, just multiplying the decimal by whole number, multiplying the decimal by whole number, multiplying decimal by whole number. You know how to multiply. Just now we complete examples. Now based on that knowledge, let's try this. Solution schema. We can multiply them just by whole numbers. 211.02 into 4. First we multiply them just like whole numbers. After that you think about the decimal point. Think about the decimal point. See, 4 2s are 8, 4 0s are 0, 4 1s are 4, 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8. I got the result. Yes. Now in that product, in that result, where we have to keep the decimal point? Let's see now. In the given decimals, here I can see 2 decimal places, here no decimal places, 2 decimal places. So here 2 decimal places, here no decimal places. Sum of decimal places in the given decimals, 2 plus 0 is equal to 2. So the product must contain how many decimal places? 2 decimal places. So by keeping the decimal point from right side onwards 2 digit before, then we can see that the product is containing 2 decimal places. Or else you can see by here point after 2 digits. Here no point. Okay. So finally total point after I can see 2 digits. So 2 digits before you can keep the point. Point after 2 digits. So from back onwards 2 digits before you keep the point. That is the way we can multiply this both. Hope you understand. Let's go for next one now. How can I multiply this both? 2.71 into 5. Multiply them just like whole numbers. 5 1s are 5, 5 7s are 35, 5 3 carry, 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 3 13. Yes. Now see here I can see point after 2 digits. Here there is no point. So finally point after I can see 2 digits. So in the product also from back onwards 2 digits before you can keep decimal point. Sum of decimal places in the given decimals, 2 decimal places, here no decimal place. Sum of decimal place in the given decimal is equal to 2, which is equal to decimal place in the product. Let's see next one. They are asking to multiply whole number with decimal. We can multiply with decimal whole number also to get the same result. So let us multiply this 0.86 into 2. Both we get same answer. 2 into 3 6. 3 into 2 also 6 1. We can multiply any order. Now let's see. 2 6 is 12. 2 1 carry. 2 8 is 16 plus 1 17. 7 1 carry. 2 0 0 plus 1. Yes. Now point after I can see 2 digits. Here there is no point. So finally I can see point after 2 digits. In the product also from back onwards 2 digits before you keep decimal point. Yes, that is the way you can find the multiplication of decimal and whole number. Multiply them just like whole numbers. Point after if you see 2 digits, make sure that from back onwards 2 digits before keep decimal point. If suppose point after 3 digits, 3 digits before you can keep decimal point. Here the important concept is sum of decimal places in the given numbers equal to decimal places in the product. We'll see now second bit ma. Yes. Now we'll see second one ma. They are asking find the area of rectangle whose length is 5.7 centimeter and breadth is 3 centimeters. Here we have rectangle ma. You know rectangle having opposite sides are equal. So length is 5.7 centimeters. Length is 5.7 centimeters and breadth is 3 centimeters. Breadth is equal to 3 centimeters. So what they are asking to find ma? Area of the rectangle. Yes, they are asking to find area of rectangle. Tell me what is the formula we have to find area of rectangle? Yes, we have length into breadth. First, let me write here given length of rectangle. Length will represent with L. Length of rectangle is equal to 5.7 centimeters and breadth of the rectangle is equal to 3 centimeters. Now they are asking to find area of the rectangle. So what is the formula we have ma? Area of rectangle. Area of the rectangle is equal to length into breadth. What is the length we have? 5.7 centimeters into what is the breadth? 3 centimeters. Yes, multiply this both. We can multiply here decimal with whole number. Yes, multiply them. 5.7 into 3. 3 sevens are 21. 1 2 carry. 3 5s are 15. 15 plus 2 17. Yes, point after one digit. So that from back onwards, one digit before, keep the decimal point. I got 17.1. Centimeter into centimeter. Repeating twice, we can write square centimeter. This we can read as square centimeter. Yes. Now what is the area of rectangle I got? I got area of the rectangle. Area of the rectangle is equal to how much? 17.1 centimeter square. This is one application like based on multiplication of decimal with whole number. Decimal with whole number. Okay, now let's see third bit. They are asking 3.16 into 100, 31.1 into 100, 0.03 into 1000, 168.07 into 10. See what we can observe in these four examples. Yes, we can see that sir they are multiplying a decimal with 100. They are multiplying a decimal with 1000. Multiplying a decimal with 10. Yes, when we are multiplying the decimal with a positive integral power of 10. When we are multiplying a decimal with positive integral power of 10, what is the concept? We can write the answer without multiplication. See what is the logic? How can we write the answer? The given number is 3.62 into 100. Yes. Now in that 100 I can see 2 zeros. So decimal point we need to shift right side. Sir, we have to shift right side. Okay. After how many digits? Here I can see 2 zeros now. After 2 digits, we have to keep the decimal point. Decimal point we need to shift the right side after 2 digits. The reason is we have 2 zeros. Sir, if I have 3 zeros, decimal point we have to shift right side after 3 digits. Now see 3, 6, 2. Because of these 2 zeros, decimal point we have to shift to right side after 2 digits. I can take point. If there is no decimal point, you can write 0. Or else you can write 362. No issues. That is the way we can write the answer easily. Now let's see next one. Solution. The given decimal is 168.07 into 10. Even here also multiply same decimal into positive power of 10. Yes. How can you multiply here? Here I can see 10. So decimal point we have to shift right side after one digit. After one digit we need to shift the decimal point. 1680. So we have 10. I told you decimal point we have to shift right side after one digit. 0.7. Yes. That is the way we can get the answer. Now let's next one more. Solution. 31.1 into 100 into 100. Here I can see 2 zeros. So decimal point we need to shift right side after 2 digits. So right side we don't have 2 digits. We can keep 0. So that I can see 2 digits. And also by keeping zeros in decimal part, most right side value doesn't change. Now we have 2 zeros. Decimal point we have to shift after 2 digits. After 2 digits, we can write 3110 point. If there is no decimal part, you can write 0. Or else you can write simply 3110 also. That is how you can multiply. Yes. Now we'll see last one now. The given number is 0.03 into 1000. They are multiplying decimal with positive integral power of 10. Here I can see 3 zeros. Decimal point we need to shift right side after 3 digits. Right side I can't see 3 digits. I can see only 2 digits. You can keep one more 0 now. Yes. Now we have 3 zeros. Decimal point we have to shift right side after 3 digits. What we can write now? 0, 0, 3, 0. Yes. After 3 digits we need to shift the meaning decimal point is shifted to right side after 3 digits. Because of the 3 zeros, we can keep point. If there is no decimal part, we can keep 0 also. So finally, what is the answer? 30. So number before there is no zeros and there no value. 30.0 we can write 30 also. That is the way we can multiply. Only the logic is when you are multiplying a decimal with positive power of 10, number of zeros we have to count. Number of zeros 3. So decimal point we have to shift right side after 3 digits. Suppose number of zeros 2. Decimal point we have to shift right side after 2 digits. Okay, now we'll see here fifth bit. They are asking find 11.2 into 0.15, 100.01 into 1.1, 0.2 into 316.8. Yes, what we can see here? We can see that yes, they are multiplying a decimal by decimal. Yes, we can see multiplication of two decimals. Multiplication of two decimals. How can we multiply them? Multiply them just like whole numbers. At last, in the product, in the result, we need to give the decimal point. How we can give decimal point? Sum of decimal places in the given decimals equal to number of decimal places in the product. Let's see the examples now. Solution. They are asking to multiply 11.2 into 0.15. 11.2 into 0.15. First multiply with 5 table now. 5 2s are 10. 0 1 carry. 5 1s are 5 plus 1 6. 5 1s are 5. Now multiply with 1 1 2s are 2. 1 1s are 1 1s are 1. Again multiply with 0 table now. 0 2s are 0. 0 1s are 0. 0 1s are 0. Yes. 0 6 plus 2 8. 5 plus 1 6. Here 1. Here you can see 0. Yes. Now where we can give decimal point? Point after 1 digit, point after 2 digits, total point after 3 digits. Here you can see point after 1 digit now. Here you can see point after 2 digits. Total both the decimals together point after we have 3 digits. So in the product from back onwards 3 digits before you keep the decimal point. So that what we can see, sum of decimal places in the given decimals equal to decimal places in the product. Number of decimal places, 1 decimal place, it has 2 decimal place. Sum of decimal places, 1 plus 2, 3. So the product also must contain 3 decimal places. Yes, you can see 3 decimal places. Or simply you can say, sir, point after 1 digit, point after 2 digits, together point after we have 3 digits. So from back onwards, 3 digits before, keep the decimal point. Now let's see next one now. Even here also we need to multiply decimal with decimal. How can we multiply decimal by decimal? See, 100.01 into 1.1. Yes, multiply them first. One table. 1 1 1, 1 0 0, 1 0 0, 1 0 0, 1 1 1. Yes. Again one table. 1 1 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 1. Yes. 1 1 0 0 1 plus 0 1 1. Yes. Decimal places, it has 2 decimal places. It has 1 decimal place. Sum of decimal places, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. The product also must contain 3 decimal places. So that from back onwards 3 digits before, keep the decimal point. Point after we have 2 digits. Point after 1 digit. Both together we have point after 3 digits. So from back onwards 3 digits before, keep the decimal point in the product, so that we can see that sum of decimal place of given 2 decimals equal to number of decimal place in the product. Now let's see next one now. 0.2 into 316.8. Yes, multiply that now. 8 to the 16, 6 1 carry. 8 0 0 plus 1 1. Yes. Now let's multiply 2 table. 6 table, sorry, 6 to the 12, 2, 1 carry here. 6 0 0 plus 1, 1. What next one? 1 2 is 2, 1 0 0. Yes. Next one, 3 table, 3 2 is 6, 3 0 0. Yes. 6, 1 plus 2, 3, 1 plus 2, 3, 0 plus 6, 6, here 0. Yes. Here I can see 1 decimal place, 1 decimal place. Sum of decimal places 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So the product also must contain 2 decimal places. So that from back onwards 2 digits before you keep the decimal point. point after one digit, point after one digit, both together point after two digits. So from back onwards, two digit before, keep the decimal point. This is the way we can multiply decimal and decimal. Multiplication of decimals. Just you multiply them as like whole numbers. Then after sum of decimal places of given two decimals equal to decimal place in the product. Hope you understood. Hope everybody understood how to multiply. Yes, how to multiply decimal by whole number, how to multiply decimal and decimal, how can we multiply decimal with positive integral power of 10. We learned all these concepts. Hope everybody understood. Based on that, please you can try this homework. Page number 52, exercise 2.6. First bit, third bit, fourth bit only then we have fifth bit. So based on that examples, based on that concept, try to do this all homework. Thank you once again. We'll meet next class.